Part 4. The Kidnapping. Elena's POV. It happened on a night Luca wasn't there. I left the bar late, my apron still folded under my arm, my mind strangely calm. That's when the car slowed beside me. Hands grabbed me.
A hood.
Silence.
I wasn't screaming, I was thinking of Luca. They tied me to a chair in a cold warehouse that smelled like rust and fear. One of them laughed and said, "He'll come." That's when I knew. They didn't take me for money. They took me to hurt him. And for the first time I realized the truth. Being loved by Luca Moretti didn't just make me wanted, it made me a target.
Part 5. He comes for me. Luca's POV. They made one mistake. They touched her. I didn't rush. I didn't panic. I planned. By the time I opened the warehouse door, the room was already dead quiet. My men stayed back. This was mine. Elena looked up when she saw me. Not afraid. Not crying. "I knew you'd come," she whispered. I untied her myself, hands steady even though my chest was burning. "I told you," I said softly, pulling her into me. "No one takes what's under my protection." And in that moment, I decided. Anyone who threatened her no longer deserved mercy.
Part 6. The Safe House. Elena's POV. He took me somewhere hidden, quiet, safe. The safe house wasn't cold like I expected. It felt lived in, like he'd imagined me there before I ever arrived. "You're staying here," Luca said. "For how long?" I asked. His jaw tightened. "As long as it takes for the world to forget you exist." I looked at him, then really looked. "You're not just protecting me," I said. "You're afraid." He didn't deny it. "I don't fear men," Luca replied. "I fear losing you."
Part 7. Jealousy. Luca's POV. One of my men spoke to her too long. He smiled. I noticed. Later, I dismissed everyone and stood in front of her. "Do you enjoy being looked at like that?" I asked. Elena crossed her arms. "You don't own me." I stepped closer, lowering my voice. "No," I said, "but the world doesn't know that." I stopped inches from her lips. "And I won't let it forget who protects you." She didn't step back. That scared me more than anything.
Part 8. The Choice. Elena's POV. I could leave. Luca made that clear. "You still have a life outside of me," he said, "if you want it." I thought of the bar, the quiet nights, the girl I was before him. Then I looked at Luca, the danger, the devotion, the man who burned the world to save me. "If I stay," I asked, "what happens to me?" He answered honestly, "You'll never be powerless again." So I chose him, not because I was afraid, but because I wasn't.
Part 9. Queen of his world. Luca's POV. She changed everything. Men listened when she entered the room, not because I ordered them to, but because she carried herself like she belonged. One night she asked, "If they come for me again, what will you do?" I took her hand and pressed it to my chest. "I'll end them," I said, "and then I'll come home to you." She didn't flinch. That's when I knew. Elena Cruz wasn't my weakness anymore. She was my equal.
Part 10. Nitrogen Monoxide Escape Final. Elena's POV. They say loving a man like Luca Moretti destroys you. They're wrong. It remakes you. I'm no longer the waitress at table 7. I'm the woman who stands beside the devil, not as his prisoner, not as his victim, but as the one thing he would destroy the world to protect. And once a man like Luca Moretti loves you, there's no escape, because you don't want one. End series.